Stood and looked down. You know I lost a lot of friends there, baby. I got no time to mess around. So if you want it, got to bleed, boy, baby. Yeah, got to bleed, baby. You got to bleed, baby. Hey, you got to bleed, baby. Ain't talking about love. The love is running to the core. Ain't talking about love. Just like I told you before. Ain't talking about love. Don't wanna talk about love. Don't need to talk about love. Ain't gonna talk about love. No more, no more. Hey, hey, hey. 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 Hey, hey, hey.
Rock stars, Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here with Ain't Talkin Bout Love by Van Halen. Well, it took me to do like 1,000-something videos on YouTube before I did this one, and this is one of my favorite songs. It's what I cut my teeth on as a kid, and here we go. We're going to learn it today. So, a lot of fun. We'll talk about the tone. We'll talk about all. So, this is a super fun tune, mainly using A minor and G. I'll show you the bits and pieces. We'll talk about tone and what have you. For this particular one, actually, I'm using my Kemper amp, and I actually downloaded a really cool tone, which sounds real similar to the tones that I use anyhow. But I downloaded a great tone from Top Jimmy if you're a Kemper user. So there you go. And so this particular tone that we're using is, it's basically like a plexi type sound. You could get this with tubes and a tube screamer, or probably more like an OCD or what have you. But basically you want it pretty overdriven. And in this case here, I've got a slapback and quite a bit of reverb. Okay. And so we can get that nice Eddie tone, or as close to it as we possibly can nowadays. So let's talk about the tune here. The opening lick here. We've got some flanger as well during this one part here, this during the bo-do-do-do. We got a flanger that I'm kicking on each time. So if you want to have that extra little swirly type sound in there, that's what you want. That's called a swirl. That's the technical term in effects land. Swirl. And so here we go with this A minor. Basically, the lick goes like this. I'm going to play it very slowly. I'm not going to break it down to every little part because you're smart and you can watch my hands and you can hear and you've got ears and all that good stuff, right? Sure you can. Here we go. So it goes like this. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because that's pretty overdriven. And actually that last note is going to be a low note, so we're going to do this. A lot of people mistakenly play it like, but actually it's instead of, when I hit that low note. So here it is with the A minor. And I'm just picking through that A minor. Now he does play this F on this high E string, so you can hear that. And for the low notes, you kick in that flanger. Okay, now let's get into the next part here, which is going to go, a lot of people get this wrong. He's doing a fun little funky rhythm bit where he goes, okay, so it's, so he's doing like he's strumming down, strumming up, and then slamming his hands on the strings, so like this. So 3 movements, strum down, strum up, mute. Okay. And then together. Now, there's a couple different ways that folks do this. I think I'm hearing just the 2 middle strings, but basically we're hearing a G chord. So a lot of people will play. I'm not hearing all those notes. I'm hearing him just play like a power chord, but knowing Eddie's probably just playing those 2 notes open. The open D and G. And what I'm doing is with my thumb and my pinky, I'm muting strings 1, 2, 5, and 6. But if you want to have more, you could play that B string as well. That sounds nice too. All right, so the rhythm. And then you got your little lick here again. I'm hearing like a low E for that first note though, instead of the low G, like he does in the beginning. So here, nice and slow. There's one little lick there. Actually, we missed another lick here. So in the beginning there, he also goes like this. He goes. Using a more modern guitar than a 1969 SG, but the SG does a great trick. So, and this is 5, 7, 9, and 12. Everybody knows that where the fret markers are, where the magic notes are. It's not true. But it works for this song. So what you're going to do is you're going to go... So instead of picking again, you're just slamming the whammy bar down. So... That's it. Practice it slow, 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 and then go to medium speed, and then go to fast speed, and then go to Eddie speed, okay? So. And it gives you time to get your hand back, because you're not picking on that last note. And then the end there he goes. So bend the G string at the 7th fret and hit that whammy bar twice. Bring it on down, okay? Now the verse is gonna go like this. He does throw in the flanger there. I'm hearing it during the verse sometimes. So do what you will. So here we go. So the lick's a little bit different here. We're going to end with that double stop. 3rd fret, 1st and 2nd string. And in fact, for the verse part, you can hit that low E string before playing the low lick. So. My friend, right? And then there's this. So just take your pick, scrape, you know, from the 4th, 5th, 6th string, somewhere there. Eddie is always known to bring his hand down after he does that pick, slide. Okay, and then we're into the chorus, right? Same thing. Same motif, we're gonna keep that rolling. And then we got the 2nd verse. Nothing really is different about the 2nd verse either. Got the same bit. And then we've got the 2nd chorus. Is that right? Yes, the 2nd chorus. Right before the 1st solo. And there is another lick here that I want to show you. And it goes like this. And that's what you hear right before, is it right before the solo? Somewhere there, you know where I'm talking about. This is the 3rd time, that's 2 plus 1. That's the 3rd time that they play, that Eddie plays that right before the solo. And basically what you're gonna do at the 12th fret is you're gonna pick it, the 12th fret of the G string. Okay, so, and you pick it one time, you get funky with the whammy bar here. And then 13, 14. And 13, 14, so 12, 13, 14, so you're gonna go. You're not picking every time, you're just picking that first time, and then you're getting crazy with the whammy bar. in there. I'm gonna show you. Don't get scared. Here we go. You ready? Basically, what's happening here is he's kicking on the flanger again, and he's doing a fun little funky bit there with the open E string. And basically what's happening is the lick starts off 5. Just remember these because you're going to be playing this a lot. And he just kind of follows this real basic solo example. He plays the solo twice, very similar both times. So we're just probably cover the solo once here. When I say probably, I mean definitely. We're only going to cover the solo once, okay? So it goes 5, there's 8, there's a 10, a 12, a 13, a 15, a 17. He works his way up there, and then there's this... We'll show you that too. So right here, he's got... I'll play it nice and slow. So you're playing both the open E string and you're working up this second fret. You're working up the fretboard here, 5, 8, 10, 12, okay? You know where my fingers are. You know how to count, right? Sure, here we go. There's a little flutter there, a little trill the second time around. Okay, working up again. So what's happening there? So the second time, we got that 13 in there too. Unison notes, well actually one's an octave lower, but once we get there, then we got this fun little... And what's happening here is we're at the 15th fret, or actually we're at the 17th fret, and we're doing a fun little... And so what's happening here is he's picking the 17th fret, he's hammering the 20th fret, and then pulling back off to the 17th fret, and then picking the 20th fret on the G string. So the motif goes like this. And then he ends it with... Right? So... Okay, so the last notes are 20, 19, 17, open. That's on the G string. Oh, and he also does this. Right, so he goes back up to that 17th fret, okay? So that's the solo. When it comes the second time, the only thing you have to do is play it the same way. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Nothing's different about it. Take your time with it. It obviously is going to take some time. Okay, now, there's this little breakdown section, right, which is really just Eddie turning his guitar down, and he's doing this... And in this case here, I'm hearing more high notes, and he's playing the very last few notes low. So it's a little bit different, but he's doing like this... So I'm hearing everything high except for... So again... Conversely, I suppose you can hit that low G and do it just like you would the normal bit. You know, we're not talking perfect science here, so we're using our ears here and we're trying to listen, and that's it. So if I don't have it perfectly, then just write to me and I'll give you your money back, okay? 100% money back guarantee on this guitar lesson. So that's pretty cool. So... couple different ways you can do it, right? Now, and then that fun little bit where he goes. So let's talk about what's happening there. We've got the flanger on, obviously, right? And he's just hitting this A power chord. If you don't know what a power chord is here on YouTube, you probably know what a power chord is. But if you don't, just type in YourGuitarSage power chords and I'll show you how to play that. So power chord A. And then he's doing this fun little bit here on the 5th fret. And I'm not doing it perfectly what he's doing here. He's ad-libbing, and if you watch him do it live, he never does it the same. So I'm not doing it the same. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool. He's just going. And that strings 4 3 2 3 4 5 if you want. And the second time he does it backwards. Doesn't matter where you play it, really. So you're ad-libbing basically with those harmonics. Just listen to them, but basically strings 4, 3, and 2 you're going to be using a lot in some different combos. Okay. And then pulls it up more, and then that lick again, right, from the beginning. Then there's this other little lick that he does right after that, where it's real subtle, but I'm hearing it, and so he goes after that. And it's real easy. It's just open strings and open 3rd and 4th string, and there's also he's using the 2nd fret, so it's like. So it's like maybe just a hand mute or a palm mute before that, like. Something like that, you know? So we got the and so he does that too. What's that? Well, he does this thing that's like a. And basically on the 5th fret and the 7th fret, 5th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the G string, and you're going to bend the G string up a whole step. This is just a classic rock and roll bit. You're going to bend it up to that A. So like, right? Classic Eddie. I'm just picking one time. That's what it sounds like he's doing. You can pick all of them if you wanted. Sounds more powerful, but that's not what he does, I don't believe. So we're at the 5th fret, the 8th fret, and the 10th fret there. Pretty cool, right? So, and then we're into, I believe, the 2nd solo. Oh, no. Then there's another lick in here where he goes, you've heard that, right? So when you hear that one, what I want you to do is put your first finger on the 17th fret, and you're going to take your 3rd finger and you're going to bend the 20th fret up to that same A sound. It's kind of what we were doing here. And I said bend it up to the A, but it was actually bend it up to the E. This is bending it up to the A note. You probably know how to do that already, so I'm not going to show you any more of that. So, you know, and then we're back into the solo again. Okay, now let's talk about the end here. So we got. Oh, that's where that lick is. It's at the very end after the 2nd solo. Okay, I was mistaken. I said it was earlier, but it's near the end. You'll hear it, you know where it's at, but you'll know how to play the licks when it comes around, okay? Okay, so now we're right before the end of the song. So we got... Eddie changes his motif near the end there. So instead of he does this. And this is the second time after that, then you'll play it one more time. Then he starts changing the motif to the end of the song, and it goes. And that's all you're doing is you're hitting that C power chord. Which brings us to the end of the song. You ready? And it goes like this. It goes... Talk about it. Got the flanger on a little bit there, right? And but forget about the flanger right now. We're gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit, just show you the bits and pieces here. So it's gonna go. These are power chords. So we got A, B, C. I'm gonna just do this fun little or. And this is just, you know, second finger, just maybe from the 12th fret, just slide down. And then you're going to play this little lick. And that's on the E string, we got 0-3 and 3-2 on the 5th string. So cool. And then the second part. Right? So that part's going to go A, B, hit the low E string, and dive bomb the crap out of your guitar. And Eddie does this thing a lot where he grabs that string with his second finger and plucks it. So like this. So he's actually, I think that's what he's doing. But, you know, I'm crazy. So, okay, so what you do with your second finger there is you actually pluck it. And then the third go around is going to go, or really the second time, the whole thing, but it's the third motif. So then, again, and then the fourth motif, which is going to go. Okay, so let's talk about that. So we got the first one. Third. Right? If you've ever played Purple Haze, this is Purple Haze. But Eddie does this thing where he's going. The first finger's down a half step. Or, yeah, it's down a half step. So, yeah, I'm not going to analyze the chord right now. There's no need to. But bottom line, you play your Hendrix chord, but you drop that first finger back a half step. So, second finger is right here, first finger's right here, third finger's right here, fourth finger's right here. We're not going to go over the bits and pieces. You have perfectly good eyes and you can see. If not, if you're blind, then I guess I'll tell you what it is because that would make me feel really bad. So the second finger's going to be on the 9th fret, although if you're blind, you probably got better ears than any of us. So, but here's the second finger at the 7th fret. 7th fret, sure, of the A string. First finger is at the 5th fret. of the D string. Third finger is at the 7th fret of the G string, and the pinky is at the 8th fret of the B string. And so that's our chord. Then he does one more dive bomb. And I'm hearing him resolve it, so it's like this. So same chord, but bring the pinky down a half step. So it's like easy enough. So let's go over that ending one more time in real time here. It's gonna go with the flanger on. Make sense? I think it does. Sure, it does. My friends, I'm Eric Andres, your Guitar Sage. I'm here to help you play guitar. I love playing guitar. I could do it all the live long day. I kind of do, or at least I teach all the live long day. Please let me know how I can help you. Subscribe, friends. You know what to do. If I've missed anything, leave your comments below, but make sure you're right, because I'll make a fool of you if not. All right? Okay. No, leave your comments below, like, subscribe, all that stuff on my Twitter and Facebook and all those fun places where the kids hang out. I give away thousands of dollars worth of guitars and amps and courses and all sorts of stuff every single month. Did you know that? What? If you don't know that, then where have you been, my friend? So you need to hit that little bell there, that little notification bell. I don't know where it's at, but it's someplace near the bottom of the video there to let you know when I'm going live and that sort of thing, because boy, friends, we have a lot of fun. We learn all sorts of great stuff. If you're new to guitar, my friends, go to YourGuitarSage.com/30. The link for that's in the description of this video. I'm here to help you with anything that I can. I've done a lot of stuff with guitar here, and I give a ton of stuff away, especially that super course, YourGuitarSage.com/30. Free ebook at YourGuitarSage, YourGuitarSage.com/live, where I do all my live stuff, and we give all sorts of stuff away. Yeah, please let me know how I can help. My friends, as always, be kind to all beings. Do the right thing. Always. Practice the crap out of your guitar, and I'll see you in the next video.